It's a well-worn path from the White House. 4 of the last 5 presidents have visited Northern Ireland, each pledging America's help in preserving peace.
What's your top priority on this trip, sir?
Make sure the Irish Accords and the Windsor Agreement stay in place to keep the peace.
Joe Biden welcomed the UK's deal with the EU on post-Brexit trading arrangements, and his presence could help restore power sharing, according to the First Minister-designate.
I think it's hugely important given the year that we're in, because the Americans have such skin in the game, if you like. They were part of bringing about the Good Friday Agreement. So I think to come this year is hugely significant, particularly given that they're very much focused on the next 25 years. They're focused on economic investment here. So they really want to look towards the future, as do we.
Bill Clinton was the first US president to make the trip to Belfast, marking the terrorist ceasefires at Christmas 1995.
Hillary and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for making us feel so very, very welcome in Belfast and Northern Ireland.
And they've just kept coming since. America keen to express its support for the Good Friday Agreement at every opportunity.
And to those who choose the path of peace, I promise you, the United States of America will support you.
But not everyone has chosen that path. It's still a fragile peace, and there's a massive security operation in place. The threat level in Northern Ireland has risen from substantial to severe, meaning a terrorist attack is deemed highly likely. The threat isn't directed against the president himself, but his visit takes place against a backdrop of dissident Republicans targeting police. And there'll be a significant increase in the number of them deployed operationally while he's in Northern Ireland. Each key location will have been thoroughly searched and locked down, says Jim Gamble, a former Assistant Chief Constable.
At the end of the day, you don't need to be particularly sophisticated to disrupt an event like this. It's as cheap as a phone call. So you've got to be confident that if an anonymous threat comes in, that the security precautions that you've put in place are sufficiently tight that you can say that's not possible.
He'll spend most of the week in the Republic of Ireland. The ties run deep between the two nations, 40 million Americans claiming Irish descent. But this is personal for Joe Biden. He'll revisit his ancestral homeland, Louth and Mayo, where he's guaranteed Céad Míle Fáilte, 100,000 welcomes. David Blevins, Sky News in Belfast.